All right, so Silent Hill has been very controversial for at least the last past month, and I would say rightfully so because of the remake trailer that came out, and it was a combat trailer. It just wasn't a story trailer or anything. It was the combat trailer, and if you're familiar with Silent Hill, you would know that Silent Hill is not very combat heavy. So when you release a trailer that has straight combat, that it kind of looks like RE4, if I'm gonna be real. A lot of the OGs and veterans of Silent Hill did not like that whatsoever. I just want to go over the video real quick and then give another quick rant on everything. But I feel like there's still reason to be optimistic. Bloober Team does not have a great track record when it comes to video games. The last project they put out last time was I believe it was like a walking simulator. It was so freaking weird. I forgot what the game was called. The Medium. That shit was garbage. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That mess was trash. They did Blair Witch. The Blair Witch game was awful as well. And then Layers of Fear. I didn't play Layers of Fear, but I didn't hear bad things about it. Not that bad of things to say the least. But they don't have a strong track record. So when you give a team something as precious as Silent Hill, as a diehard Resident Evil fan, like I was always a Resident Evil fan more than I was a Silent Hill fan. Imagine a dev team that doesn't have the best track record picking up a RE4 remake or a RE2 remake. You would be hot. You would be pissed the fuck off. We all would be. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't look good. You know what I mean? So the thing with Silent Hill 2 is people are not liking that it is so action heavy in this trailer. And to me, that's not even the real problem when it comes to the Silent Hill 2 remake. The real problem that comes with this remake, from what I see in the trailers, is the sounds of the weapons and the impact of it. Now, I'm not watching this whole trailer. I just want to just go to the parts where the action is. So let's look at this real quick, because this shit right here was when I say atrocious, I mean atrocious. Like, come on, what is that? What is that? Like, come on. Now, there was no sound whatsoever to that hit. There's no impact. Now, right there, it's looking real RE4-ish, remake-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's looking real RE4-ish. And I'm going to explain the reason why I think they took this route with the game. But there's more to this trailer than meets the eye. The gun sounds garbage. That is not even how a gun fucking sounds. Maybe if you had a silencer on it, maybe that's how it would sound. But that does not have a nozzle on it. It has no type of freaking suppressor on it. That shit sounds atrocious, okay? So, you know, that's all I need. That's all I needed to even look when it comes to this. So the main thing I took away from this trailer was that the combats, not the combat, but the impact of weapons, the sounds of guns are atrocious and not ready. Now, my thought process when it comes to this trailer, that this was not the current build of the game. It just couldn't be. For a gun to sound like that, you would absolutely have to be ignorant as hell to think it's okay to release a game with the gun sounding like that. Or the weapon sounding like that. The enemies are getting hit. There's no impact. It doesn't look like it hurt. It sounds like a squish toy. Like, it's crazy. And they were actually getting so much hate that Bloober Team came out and threw Konami under the bus. They threw him right under the bus, which was like surprising as hell to me, because I know damn well if this trailer was a success, Bloober Team would have came out and, you know, yeah, we did it, you know, we did that shit, we did it, you know, did the little victory lap or whatever. But because they're getting so much hate, they threw Konami under the bus. I thought that was really corny. No matter if Konami is in the wrong or not, if they forced them to put out this trailer that they didn't want to put out, I don't care. You just don't throw them under the bus like that. That's the you know, you're working with them. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take it on the chin, in my opinion. The reason why I feel like Silent Hill 2 is taking this direction with the combat, you know how it looks like RE4 looks way more combat heavy, because I feel like a lot of people, including somewhat myself, I could say Silent Hill is not a very fun game to play, if that makes sense. It's not a very fun game. The beauty of Silent Hill, and which makes Silent Hill so amazing in my opinion, is not the gameplay. It's the story, the background of certain characters, the psychological horror that comes with Silent Hill. Resident Evil 4 is not a psychological horror game. You know what I'm saying? It was zombies, and now at this point it's just creatures. You know what I mean? It's not a dark psychological journey that fucks with your head. You're scared to turn every corner. That's what Silent Hill is. The gameplay is not fun because really the basis to old Silent Hill games, the when it comes to the combat is, you know, hold the weapon up, hit, hit, run past them. That's really what it is. And then the gunplay, you know, it's just the basic that's it's nothing special. Silent Hill's gameplay is not fun to play, in my opinion. Now, many people may feel like, oh yeah, I love the Silent Hill gameplay. That's kudos for you. But I just feel like when you compare the two, because back then, you know, Silent Hill versus Resident Evil was a thing. Resident Evil always had the more iconic gameplay, and somewhat the characters were more iconic. Because the highlight of the Silent Hill series was 2 and 3. I actually love 4. 4 is actually pretty damn good in my opinion. The gameplay, again, not good in my opinion. But the story, the psychological horror, and then the villains are amazing, absolutely amazing. So maybe Bloober Team looked at this project and was like, you know what? It's a remake. It's not a remaster. For everybody that's mad about this, it's not a remaster. A remaster is the same game, just in better graphic quality. A remake is not supposed to play exactly the same like the older games. Look at RE4, the remake. Even though both the original was action heavy, they added so much more elements to the remake that made it even better. That's what you're supposed to do with Silent Hill 2. So I'm not mad at the combat being. I'm not mad at Silent Hill 2 having a little bit more combat. I'm just not mad at it. Definitely should have stated, I've actually never played Silent Hill 2. I've played Silent Hill 3 and I've played 4. But I skipped 2 purposely because I knew the remake was coming out years ago. When they announced it, I was like, you know, I'm going to hold off on it. I'm going to just jump into 3. I jumped into 3. I love 3. And I actually love 4. So I skipped 2 purposely. So when the remake comes out, it's a fresh new experience for me. You know what I mean? So, but all Silent Hills basically have the same premise when it comes to gameplay and everything. I think a lot of people just have to be patient when it comes to this. I know how big Silent Hill 2 is. Trust me, I do. I was a kid when Silent Hill 2 came out. This came out in like what, 03, 04 or something like that, early 2000s. I was a kid. I remember the impact of seeing it at I almost said Evo, not Evo, but you know the gaming what this shit got closed down. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, so when the trailer for that got announced, I remember how big it was. I remember how big Silent Hill 2 was. And it's one of the best horror games of all time. And to a lot of people, it is the best horror game of all time. So this is nothing you can fuck up and just get away with. If you fuck up, they're gonna let you know about it. And in this case, I think it's actually gonna work because all of the hate that this trailer has been getting, and only 36K, I can't even imagine the dislikes. Only 36K likes, and got 1 million views, and this is one of the biggest horror games of all time, one of the biggest games in general of all time. I can imagine the dislike being like just horrendous. Okay, so I think the feedback might actually work because I've seen Bloober Team actually acknowledge the feedback from fans, and it seems like they're gonna fix whatever the issue was. You know what I mean, with the trailer and everything. I really don't think this was the current build when they showed this. This has to be like not an alpha build, but a build from years ago, probably like from 2 years ago or whatever. I do remember them saying that Silent Hill was basically ready to drop. Like the end of the last year, they said it was ready to drop. So maybe the friction between Konami and Bloober Team was with the trailer. They didn't want to show this trailer. They didn't want to put it out. They would have wanted to go a different direction with the first not combat trailer, but you know, a different trailer to set the tone for what the remake is. Because I honestly do not believe the remake is actually going to be this. It's gonna be the combat's going to be a lot better, which it should be. The combat should not be as trash as it is, as it was in the older Silent Hills. That's not taken away from Silent Hill's greatness. It's just, it is what it is. I don't know anybody that's walking around saying Silent Hill's combat is just fun or top notch. that is definitely something you would want to switch when you're making a remake. As you can see here, the devs responded to the controversial combat trailer and insist it was handled by Konami. It's not the spirit of what it used to be. The quote right here. They definitely threw them under the bus. That was so grimy in my opinion. Because like, if you're working with a company, you just don't throw them under the bus. I don't even if they're wrong. You know what I mean? I think that just causes more friction. That's just my opinion. I know you sometimes have a few enemies to contend with at a time, but this looked like it might hike up the frequency of it. It really feels like they're sacrificing atmosphere for action. I think Silent Hill is the absolute worst franchise you could do that to. I hope I'm wrong, but this doesn't look good. And again, yes, the whole point of the Silent Hill games are not the combat. It's the atmosphere, it's the psychological horror that goes into these games. And that's why a lot of people, I met a lot of people that played that didn't play Silent Hill, but they know the story. They'll go on YouTube, they'll go watch videos that break down the stories and of each like villain and stuff like that. Well, not villain, but the creatures and everything, because they all have these dark ass backstories. So people do that. People really sit there and say, I'm not going to play this game. It's not fun. But the story, the atmosphere, I'll watch it. Or I'll watch somebody break it down for me. And that's how good Silent Hill is. You don't really have to play it. You can just sit there and get lost in the world of Silent Hill. Just don't watch the fucking movies. The fucking movies are just horrible, okay? Just stay away. And then right here, okay, so according to the site, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but said trailers such as the one that appeared in the State of Play are handled by Konami. It's not the spirit of what it used to be or what we're creating now. So he's what I'm saying is they just trying to save their ass, man. Bloober Team like, man, hey, direct all that hate to Konami. We ain't got shit to do with what the hell y'all looking at right now, okay? We're creating what y'all love right now. Do not be fooled by that trailer. That's what I get from that. Bloober Team is working to fully capture this romantic version. Bloober Team is working to fully capture this romantic vision of a game that debuted 22 years ago. God damn. Damn, I was young as fuck when this came out. Adding that when players see more gameplay, they will judge it in a completely different way. So I wonder when they're gonna drop the trailer for this game, the actual trailer that that was intended for the audience to see. You know what I mean? I wonder what it's gonna look like. Is it really gonna make a difference, or just gonna piss off the Silent Hill fan base even more? Yeah, Bloober Team, this is a make or break for this dev team. I ain't gonna lie, because they just haven't been doing good over the last couple years, in my opinion. Well, not couple, for the last 5, 6, 7 years, they just haven't done good work. Like I said, the Medium was not a good game whatsoever. It was just a walking simulator. And it's funny because I would say that is somewhat of a psychological horror game as well. And so was the Blair Witch, a psychological horror game. They just didn't execute them good whatsoever. So I'm kind of worried because this project being in their hands is a big issue in my opinion. I just feel like they know the pressure, and well, they know by now because all the feedback they've been getting, the negativity. But there's no way. I don't care if they have to delay this game into 2025. I just do not see them fucking this game up because the audience will not let them. Hell, the Silent Hill fan base almost lost their mind when that Best Buy description came out and had them thinking that Pyramid Head was going to have a separate campaign or some crazy shit like that, when that was actually never the case. I think people were just overreacting about that leak. If you are a diehard Silent Hill fan, I'm just going to tell you, just be patient, man. Just be patient. Wait for this next trailer to come out, because PlayStation came out and they released this trailer that showed every game that was coming out in 2024, and Silent Hill was one of them. So this game is definitely coming out probably in the later half of this year. Is definitely, I don't see this coming out during the summertime or nothing. Maybe October, November-ish, I would say. I don't think this game is coming out like any sooner. No, they're going back to the lab and just trying to right all their wrongs or whatever the hell they want to come out and say that Konami has something to do with it. Y'all both fucked up. It don't matter. Y'all need to get it right. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely have to get it right. But I have faith in Bloober Team. Surprisingly, they scare me with this project, but I still have faith because they know what's at stake with this game. And if you fuck this up, you will never recover from this. They know this. They know this. So to all the diehard Silent Hill fans or whatever, I feel for y'all. This is a serious topic. Thank God that I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan. I never have to worry about this in my life. But no, but on some real shit, I am excited for Silent Hill 2 remake, no matter what. I'm excited to play it because I missed out on it. I wasn't able to play. I don't remember what age I was. I wasn't even near 10 probably when this game came out. So I didn't get to play it, you know what I'm saying? I had strict parents, you know. It happens, you know what I mean? But I can't wait I can't wait to get my hands on this. Please do not fumble the ball when it comes to this cuz I will fry the hell out of this game. If it is ass, I absolutely will. But yeah, that's just my take on the state of the Silent Hill 2 remake right now. It seems promising now that they've gave feedback about the negative shit that people are saying about the game. So I'm hoping they're righting their wrongs right now. Really ain't got no choice but to be freaking patient and optimistic. You really ain't got a choice. So yeah, man, that's really all I got to say about the topic right now. I know people are saying the rating came out. I think Silent Hill is like rated M or something. The rating in Korea came out. I think it's rated M or whatever. So at least it doesn't seem like they're taking any of the hardcore content of like blood, gore, and all that other stuff out of the game. So that's positive. So yeah, I am done talking. I'm out. Peace. Oops.